So first thing first, let's create our document by going to File, then we select New, and let's check these settings, but let's change the resolution to 300. Okay, you can make it 400 though, and hit Create. So we have to create our background, and I'll go to Adjustment Layer and select Gradient, and I'll change the style of the gradient to radial, then also come to the oranges and select this orange gradient. Okay, now don't worry, we will change the color. Okay, so now I will bring in my product by clicking and dragging into Photoshop, and I'm going to rasterize it, okay, so that I will be able to cut it out. So inside my property panel, I can just click remove background, and Photoshop is just going to cut it out for me. Now what I'm going to do next is that I'm going to right click and apply mask because everything is okay for me, and I'll hold shift and expand it a little bit. Yeah, I want the bottle to be a little bit sizable, and I'm going to adjust it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to pick the colors from the bottle. Okay, I have to change the gradient because it wouldn't match, you know what I mean. So I'm picking the colors from the product so that everything will look nice. Now I'll click on OK, and I will increase the scale a little bit. Okay, so I'm just doing that. So I think 91 is okay, and I'll hit OK. So what I'm going to do next is that I'm going to create curves, okay, because I want the bottle to spark a little bit. So I'm just going to increase the curves, but I want the effect to be on the bottle, not the whole background. So I'll just right click and select clipping mask. Now you can see before and after. So what I'm going to do next is that I'm going to make the edges a little bit shiny, not really shiny, but to add some effect. Okay, so I just selected solid color, which is white, and I'm going to edit, and I'm going to select fill, and I'm going to make it black. Okay, so that it will hide that white thing, but I'm going to clip mask that white thing to the curves and to the bottle as well. And what I'm going to do is that on the layer mask, I'm going to paint white. Okay, so this is the brush settings. I'm going to paint white at the edges. Okay, so it's like the white thing is inside the bottle, but it is wearing mask. If somebody is wearing mask, you can't see the face, right? So that black thing is the mask, and you can't see. So I'm painting parts of it so that you can see. So that white thing is removing that black thing. I hope you get what I'm trying to say. All right, so that's exactly what I'm doing. Okay, I hope you get the concept. It's very simple, right? So let me speed up a little bit so that I don't really waste your time on this. I hope you get what I was trying to say. All right, so yeah, I think everything is looking good. Let's check before and after. Now we are good. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is that I'm going to create a layer. Okay, a new layer for shadow. Okay, and I'm going to bring it down. Okay, and I'm going to call it shadow. Okay, so this is shadow, and what I will do is that I will go to my tool, and I will pick my brush, and I'm going to increase the size of it a little bit, and I'm going to bring this little dot closer. Okay, that will change the mouth of my brush. Okay, so that it will be flat for me to make my shadow. Okay, so that's what I do whenever I'm creating. I just have different style, but you can do a whole lot of things. I mean, the same thing in many ways in Photoshop. Yeah, that's how it works. So I'm just trying to make sure that everything is okay so that I can just apply my shadow. All right, okay, so on the shadow layer, I'm just going to paint, okay, paint black, but make sure that you have a flow that is on 100%, okay. And I'm just going to paint black, okay. The reason why it's hiding under the bottle is that the layer is beneath the product layer. Do you understand? Yeah. So I'll just create something like this. I hope it looks good, and yeah, we are getting there. So what I'll do is that I'll increase the size of it a little bit, because I want to make some sort of I want to surround it with like a big shadow, you know what I mean? Yeah, it twists a little bit, but like it's okay. And I'm going to reduce the opacity, and I'm just going to make it down. Okay, good. So I think my shadow is okay. Let me reduce the opacity a little bit. Yeah, we don't want too much, like it won't be realistic if it's too much. So what I'm going to do is that so I'll bring in the milk. Okay, so let's do some milk. Okay, I'll bring this milk into a different folder, because not folder, window rather. And I'll cut the part that I want with my lasso tool, and I'll just bring it inside this window. Okay, please, the top things are called window, they are not called folder. Anyways, let's continue. So I'm just positioning my milk. We are just doing some milk here, and as always, you can be creative with this. Maybe you will not place it exactly how I'm placing my milk. I mean, you can just do your thing, but it's very important to know the techniques and know, strategies and all that. That's really matters. Okay, so you can just position it anywhere you want, but you just have to make sure that it looks nice. You know what I'm trying to say? All right, so let me bring this one down so that it can hide. Okay, so you've just learned that if I want something to hide, I have to bring it under that product, and it will hide behind the product. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, so just feel free and do your thing, adjust it anyhow you want it. This is how I think it's going to make it look nice. Okay, so Control D to deselect, and with the lasso tool I'm going to select this part of the milk, and I'll use my move tool to move it and bring it inside this this window we are working with. And you see it's under. Okay, that's why it has been able to hide behind it. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Okay, I'm just trying to adjust things like that. I would like to bring everything, okay, before I start. I'm not going to leave the milk like this. That would be awful. You understand? So I'm just trying to make things look good. Right now I'm going to bring the last milk. I hope so. No, or maybe last by one. Okay, and I'm just going to rotate it and reduce it, and also put it at the back like that. Okay, and put it at the back like that. And yep. Okay, now I think that's too much. Yeah, let me bring it up. Now I hold Control and move it. Okay, when you hold Control, it turn off the auto select, and you just can move it even though you're not clicking on the product. Right? Good. Now let's change the colors of the milk. All right, so I'll go to color balance, and what I will do is I'm going to increase this one to 100 and decrease the magenta and the yellows down. Okay, and I'll go to clip max. Okay, and boom, you see the effect is really nice. Right, so I'm just going to repeat the same process to the rest of the milk. So I'll select this one, go to adjustment, layer, color balance, and increase the cyan to 100%, and decrease this one to 100 and decrease that one to 100 and clip max it. It's very simple. Now we have it. Okay, so I'm just going to repeat that. Okay, so let's do that. 100, decrease 100, decrease 100, and let's clip max. It's very simple. Okay, I think left with last one, and let's do it. Okay, so color balance, just do that. Okay, and we are good to go. All right, so what's next? What I'm going to do is that I'm going to apply shadow on the milk. Okay, because I feel like I need to add some shadow, you know what I mean? Okay, so I've just selected a bottle so that I'll be restricted. Okay, I can't paint anything outside the bottle. Okay, so I will change the brush mouth and the size, and what I'm going to do is that I'm going to paint black on the marks. Okay, remember this milk has marks already, so I'm just cleaning up things, you know. I'm cleaning up things. Okay, good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a layer. Okay, actually this is going to be the shadow layer. All right, and I'm going to name it as SD1. So SD simply means shadow. Yeah, and on the shadow I'll pick my brush and I'm going to reduce the size. Okay, now you can see it is beneath the milk layer. That is the layer 1, is beneath it, and I'm just going to paint. Okay, I'm going to paint black, and I'm typing 13 for the opacity. Okay, so now because it is beneath, when I'm painting, it's going to hide, isn't it? Yeah, so check before and after. Now you see the effect, slightly effect, but very I think it looks good. Now I'm going to apply shadow on that one too. I mean that milk I selected, and that is SD2. Okay, so basically what I will do is that I will select that milk. Okay, I'll select that milk layer, and also make sure that I don't want that SD to clip max to the milk layer, so let me bring it on top and let me clip max the color balance to the milk layer instead. Okay, so what I will do is that I'm going to check my brush size, and so I'm going to hold command and click to, no, I clicked the wrong thing. Let me click this one. Okay, now when I hold command and click the milk layer, and I will come to the SD2, that is the shadow, and I'll just paint. And because I've clicked or selected the milk, it has restricted me. It won't send me outside the milk. I hope you get what I'm trying to say. Yeah, it won't send me outside. So basically that's what I'm doing, you know. So just select your milk. Okay, just control and select your milk, and it will restrict your milk. Then you create a shadow layer. Okay, and on the shadow layer you just paint black and you change the blending mode. That's what I'm doing. Okay, so let's do that. Select that, selected it. Right now I'm going to paint. Okay, now I'm painting black. Okay, I'm painting black, but I'm on a shadow layer, not on the milk layer. Okay, and I'll just come and change the blending mode to overlay, and that's basically it. You understand? Yeah, so it's not something difficult. It's really simple, right? So I'm going to bring in my my strawberries. Okay, yeah, just going to bring in my strawberries, and I'm going to bring another one. like that. Okay, and I'm just going to position it like I always say. For this one too, you can do your thing. Okay, you can put it here, you can put it that. I mean, it's all good. Make sure it looks nice. Okay, so I just place this one behind my product, and I'm going to hold option on alt, and I'm just going to duplicate it. I know you know how to duplicate things, right? Good. So let's just blur things out, Gaussian blur, and that will look good. One thing we do when we decide, we try to blur things is that, the reason is we want to give focus to our product, not focus on other things around the product. You know what I mean? Yeah, so it's a technique, and it just makes the thing look nice. Okay, so this is the leaf. I have some background that is white. I need to rasterize it and cut it out like how we did for the product. So with my what to do that I selected, the magic wand tool. The magic wand tool just helped me to cut it out, and I have to add selection. I could see some white parts, so I'm making sure that this is I'm adding selection to it. Okay, so that I can just hit backspace and it will delete it. All right, so I think we are looking good. We can just rotate and change the size of it and just put it where we want to put it. You can put it on top, you can put it anywhere you want to put it. Okay, so I think we are doing good. I'll hold alt or option, and I'll just duplicate it as I've done and just position it here. Now if I leave it like that, it will call for attention, like people really look at it. So I think I have to blur it. Okay, so smart object, and go to filter, blur, and select Gaussian blur. We're just going to use the same radius and we are good. All right, so I think we are looking good. It looks nice, right? All right, so it's about time to add some text, and that's my phone. This Labasto, that's the name of the font, and I'm going to type something. Fill the text. Just write anything you want. Okay, you can write anything you want, but I'm writing fill the text. I'll increase the size a little bit. Okay, I'll increase the size a little bit. Just have to make sure that my alignment is okay. So set it to canvas and make sure that it's well aligned or centered. Okay, let me put it out. Centered. Yes. All right. So now let me go to effect and add some stroke. Okay, I'm just adding some stroke to the text. Now you can leave it like that, but if you want to make it a little bit, something really good, you can just do what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm adding more stroke. Okay, yeah, I'm adding another stroke. Okay, and I've changed the color of that stroke, and I'm increasing the size of the stroke a little bit. Okay, so now let's see. I think everything is okay. All right, so the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this milk. Yeah, remember I said last by one milk, and this is the last milk. All right, so I'm just going to put it here and bring this strawberry. Actually, I could have picked the strawberry from the work itself, but no worries, it's all good. So I'm just going to put it here and just trying to max I'm just trying to max it and let it blend a little bit. Okay, so the strawberry is hiding behind the milk. Okay, but I'll select the milk and create a layer mask, and just paint some part. You know how it works. Okay, so I'm just painting some parts to reveal the strawberry that is hiding behind. But the opacity of my brush is very low. Okay, and it's a soft brush, so that's why it kind of blend with the strawberry and the milk kind of blend. And this is a technique that you can also use when you're creating posters and something like that. If you want to blend one background with another background or something like that, make sure that your brush is very soft, and you paint using a low opacity, and I think you will be good. Okay, so I just group them and I just want to flip them that way. Okay, you can go to edit, free transform, and you flip. Okay, it's very simple. All right, so I think we are doing good. I think we're almost done with the work and things are looking nice. Please, I hope you enjoyed the video. Okay, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Okay, subscribe. I know you love the video. Subscribe. Okay, I'm just trying to change the color of the milk. You know, it need to have that kind of yogurt flavor as well. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Subscribe the channel for more tutorials like this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.